Hi everyone, it's Laura from Less Stress, More Success, and I was reminded of quite an important topic the other day. Yesterday, Monday, and today, in fact, it's come up 3 days in a row this week, and it's all about perception, how you see yourself, how other people see you, and why we kind of always feel like we have something to change about ourselves, and that if we changed that thing suddenly, like if you're single or something, or if you're I don't know, if you're trying to get more popular in some kind of way, whether it's social media or within your work environment, or to stand out in some way in whatever you're doing, then we think, well, if I did this to myself, then that will make it better. So I've had people, and including myself, do this sort of thing. So, like, changing, for example, someone's teeth. Maybe you don't like how your teeth are. Now, I mean, there are some cases where you kind of think, why not get them sort of straightened out? That would look nicer. But if the reason that you're doing that is because you think that it's suddenly going to make you awesome at something, or people are all of a sudden going to like completely change the way they look at you, you're very much mistaken. The same goes, so I was a personal trainer for quite a while, and the same goes for people with aesthetic goals. So a lot of the time, we'll kind of think, oh, if I change this about my weight. So guys, like if you've got like stronger muscles, or like more definition, or you've got abs or whatever it is, then all of a sudden you're going to be super popular. You're going to be scoring a lot more, and that's going to make you happy, because that's what we all want, isn't it? To be happy. But as it happens, your body might change, but you're still you. Unless you get a worse version of you, which, by donning the, I don't know, Adonis style Greek god body that you might have worked your ass off for. But you've still got your face and you still got your personality. So once all of that is broken down, you are still you. So the people that connect with who you are, they connect with you. They don't connect with your physique. I mean, yes, people are attracted to physiques, but if that's the only thing keeping them around you, well, that's seriously broken, really, isn't it? It's like waiting for it to go wrong. Just imagine if you'd like, and I mean, obviously, girls, I've done this as well. So you change stuff about your body, get skinnier or get more muscle or whatever it is, and you think that that's going to suddenly make the difference between how attractive you are, or how you could get your ideal partner or something like that. And yeah, it turns out to be absolute bullshit. Because again, if we work on the premise that people are only going to like us, or the right people are going to be more attracted to us because we change something about ourselves, like our physical selves, then that's like a disaster waiting to happen. You kind of like, that's, just imagine having to keep that up. So if you got with someone and you ended up in a relationship together, and you felt like, number one, you felt like it was just because of some aesthetic thing, that's why they really were like loved you, and if you can't maintain that, just imagine you'd feel all the time that if you couldn't maintain that, you would lose that person. Well, that instantly puts your relationship on the rocks. I mean, this isn't just what I've seen happen in the gym and with training other people, but I've literally done it myself. I mean, I think I feel quite assured in saying that the majority of people out there have felt, thought, done similar things. So I mean, for me, I didn't like my hair. It's too thin and wispy. Wanted thick, beautiful hair, and I thought, if I had better hair, then people would be more attracted to me, and I would be more confident, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 4.5 years later, still single, and I oh, this is mine. But yeah, I had hair extensions on more than off, for about 4 years, and I loved how it looked and felt, but you know, I was really scared of people touching my hair and finding out. And then I was like, shit, what if I do get in a relationship and maybe they only liked me because of my hair? And then they find out, and then like I take them out, and then suddenly they see me with my real hair and they don't like me anymore. I mean, I know that sounds like really freaking pathetic, but it's like these little things that we chat away to ourselves, which are pathetic and they are rubbish. It was so weight-wise as well. I felt like I needed to lose some mass. So I went, like, right now I'm roughly about 70 kilograms. I don't know, I'm gonna stand up and show you. Like, so that's 70 kilograms. And I got down, I dieted stroke starved myself and exercised myself into the ground, down to 56 kilograms. So that's 14 kilograms out of like what I am already. So I'm not exactly fat right now. So I was pretty slim. You know, not terribly, but do you know the thing? When I looked in the mirror, even though I was like 14 kilograms, like weighed 14 kilograms less than I do right now, felt exactly the same. And in fact, well, actually back then I was wearing like a 27-inch waist. Now I'm a 28-inch waist roughly. But like my mental state didn't change. Every time I looked in the mirror, I still felt like the same size. So basically what I'm saying is when you try and change things about yourself because of an insecurity, because of feeling like that's suddenly going to make the difference for other people, and then it doesn't, and then you still feel crap about yourself, it's like, what was the point? Always try and do things for yourself, like that you enjoy it, or that you want to feel the benefit from it, or something like that, but not an indirect benefit like attracting the wrong people, or claiming, let's say, an attraction from people based on something that isn't really you. You know, that's quite a dangerous thing. Then how do you look at yourself? So this is like, this is gold right here, guys. When I look at people, so I used to think to myself, wow, like if there was something wrong, for having a bad hair day, or I don't know, I had like a spot or something, or I was a bit bloated that day, or I looked at myself in the mirror, I thought, oh my god, I'm bigger than I was yesterday, like it's a lie, it's all in here. But you kind of get thinking that other people are seeing you in the same light. So you might wake up and think, oh god, I look really tired today, or something like that. Well, you might look it to yourself. Not really everyone, like obviously sometimes you look tired, but people don't look at you like that. People look at you as like a complete picture. Sometimes they'll focus in on little aspects, but more than likely, like when you're around people, you're looking at them as a whole, or you're looking in their eyes. You're hopefully not looking at their boobs, guys, but you know. So yeah, you see people as a complete picture. If you try to visualize someone right now, just pick somebody. You know, when you think about them, do you really see all of those intricacies, all of those tiny little details? I mean, okay, if you've been living with someone for 10, 20 years and you look at them every day and you've studied their face, fine, you might be able to see that. But I'm talking about like passing interactions, colleagues, friends, going out to the bar, walking down the street, whatever. When you think of people, like when they think of you, they're not seeing all those little things. They've like created an image in their mind, and that is not the things that you're worrying and panicking about. They see you totally different. And like, if you still don't believe that, just think about all the time that you spend worrying about your own bullshit, because I do too. I'm allowed to say it because I do it too. I just train myself to do it less and less. You are always on your mind a little bit, aren't you? Unless you've got a crush or something like that, or like obviously kids, or something's going on with someone else's life. But a lot of the time, you know, it's you that's on your own mind. Now, guess what? Everybody else does the same thing. They are on their own minds. So they are not out there thinking about you, thinking, gosh, Laura, like when I looked at her today, she looked like 10 years older than she did yesterday. Or, do you know what I mean? Or something like that. Or, God, Laura's hair was a bit flat that day. They don't see it. They don't care about it. They care about themselves. Just like you care about you. I care a bit about me. So, you know, when you kind of start to realize that people aren't out there obsessing over you, then really it should give you the freedom to obsess a little less about their perceived obsession over you. Because remember, they don't, sounds harsh, but they don't care. They genuinely don't care. They're thinking about themselves. Obviously, some interactions, they care more about you and they're going to think about you more. But of the whole, they don't. And when I realized that, when I thought about it from that angle, I was suddenly like, oh yeah. And even if they do think something, even if in passing, like within your conversation, interaction, something like that, that they might notice that zit on your chin, or those like wrinkles that are showing up today that weren't there yesterday, the miracles of time. It's a split second that they'll kind of acknowledge it, and then it goes. I know this because I do it. Like, that's how I do things. Like, I see something gone, moved on to the next thing. So that's what everyone else is doing when they look at you. And also remember, your personality makes up a huge part of the picture of what someone creates in their mind. So when you're happy with yourself, relaxed with yourself, and you can be relaxed and happy and positive with other people, that's how they kind of see you, you know? So, yeah, love yourself is the name of the game. And just remember, like, the things that you're worrying about, other people are not worrying about. So don't take responsibility for it. There are things that you want to change so that you feel better literally for you. Fine, of course, but don't get into that dangerous place of being obsessed and like thinking that if you looked different, or if you looked a certain way, that all of a sudden people would like you better, or that you would suddenly fit in, or everything would suddenly be better. It doesn't work like that. Really doesn't. So yeah, remember, not everybody's stressing about how you look, so don't stress about how you look either. And Jesus, it's not changing, guys. And unless you go along and get like heavy plastic surgery, and that never turns out well, does it? Then you know, accept who you are, because that is who you are. So, you know, don't go around wishing that you were someone different. Like, love yourself, be comfortable in your own skin, and you'll actually find better results from that. Yeah, so it's my little ramble and little note, all about how other people see you and perceive you, and yeah, try not to get hung up on those little things, because nobody else is. Okay, everybody, have a great day. See you all soon. Bye bye.